Hello everyone, I'm Chad.
I'm Ben.
We are coming to you from the Golf Leadership Academy. On this Tuesday tip, we would like to talk to you about green reading and what you can do in the middle of the season here to help yourself make more putts. Ben, green reading, probably the most undercoached, underdeveloped skill. How do you help people get better at this skill?
Yeah, so the first thing that we're going to talk about here is a lot of times when you putt, there's optical illusions that are built in on putting greens. So golf course architects are always trying to fool us.
Damn.
So the first thing we're going to talk about is how to get rid of the optical illusion. And we're going to actually start reading greens today with our feet as opposed to using our eyes, because sometimes our eyes lie to us.
Very misleading, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so when you talk about using the feet, I remember back in the day I heard Tiger and Jim Furyk say they use greens with red greens with their feet. I didn't know what they meant until AimPoint helped us.
Yes.
All right, so where would you start? So we have our putting green here, and for right now, what do you see? What do you feel? How are you going to walk us through this?
Yeah, so when it comes to the side tilt piece of this, how we would read a green through AimPoint is going to be, if we're outside of 6 feet, what we're going to do is we're going to break up the reads into thirds. So I'm going to kind of feel with my feet a third of the way in and then 2/3 of the way in. I'm just kind of paying attention to the pressure in my feet or my knees or my hips, and I'm trying to feel like if I'm tilting one way or the other.
So in this, the first step is only paying attention to, do you feel like you're on a side tilt or a side hill?
Yeah, so no uphill, downhill. We're just trying to feel side to side tilt.
All right, so go on in there. Show us that first third, second third. So any slope there?
Not really. The interesting thing about this putt is it looks like it's going to go to the left, but when I feel this thing with my feet, I don't feel any tilt, so I'm fairly certain it goes straight.
All right, well, let's see. Let's roll this thing down there. Let's see what the ball does.
Ball's the teacher, right?
That's right. Ooh, pretty straight. Pretty straight.
Pretty straight.
All right, so that ball didn't have much break. There was not much side tilt. So the cool thing here is we can pump this bad boy up. We got our transformer of a putting green here.
That's right.
And I'm going to start adding in layers or levels of side tilt. And one more, here we go. Okay. So we took it from a straight putt and then pumped up the right half of this. So when you walk in there and do the same process, do you feel like you're leaning to your left or to your right?
So for me, where I feel all the pressures, I'm feeling it in my feet, but some people are going to feel it in your knees, your hips. But for me, I feel ever so slightly on the left side. So those of you who are watching the putting platform, maybe it looked like it was raising a lot, but with my feet, I feel just a little bit of side tilt. So I'm not going to let my eyes mess with me here.
All right, cool. So to get on over there, so when Ben rolls this ball, we'll see how much it curves or doesn't curve. And you felt that coming to the left. Is that's what you said?
That is true.
Right,
so
cool.
What we might say is if it tilts a little, it's probably going to break a little. If it tilts a lot, it's going to break a lot.
So the first step in this is just starting to pay attention to what your feet are telling you, which way you're tilting, and then understanding that that's going to make the ball curve in a direction. So a little bit of curve there, yeah?
Yes, a very little amount.
All right, let's do one more here. So I'm going to pump this bad boy up even more. And if we were playing up north, say you go to Treetops or Boyne where there's more slope, or some of the courses in the area where there's a ton of slope, it starts changing pretty fast when we add more. All right, so same process, and relative to the last one, more tilt or less in your feet?
No, it's definitely more. We're getting on the heavy side now, so this is borderline a severe amount of break. So I have a pretty good assumption that this thing is going to break a lot.
All right, let's see. So just feeling more tilt in your feet gives you an idea of what that ball is going to do. True?
That is true.
All right.
More tilt, more break. Less tilt, less break. Okay. So you can see that thing really curves.
All right. So the first thing that is going to influence the break and how to read it is the side tilt, and we're feeling the side tilt in your feet to get you there, yes?
Yes, sir.
Let's see how much that thing really goes. Okay. Step one complete. Step two, what else influences the green reading? Where would we go next?
Ooh, green speeds.
Okay.
Green speeds matter, right?
Okay.
So one of the things that we have to remember with green speeds is when we're putting on fast greens, the ball actually takes a longer time to get to the hole. Therefore, the putt's going to break more on a fast green and less on a slow green. On a slow green, we're going to have a tendency to hit it harder. So it's going to take less time to get to the hole. So therefore, it doesn't have as much time to take the break.
Okay. So faster greens, more break.
Augusta National, tons of break.
More break, and then slower greens, less break, yeah?
You got it.
All right, good. So what else influences how much the putt will break?
Ooh, we got uphill, downhill.
Okay.
So similar with uphill, downhill, right? So when you have a downhill putt, you're not hitting it very hard, and it's rolling very slowly to the hole. So it's going to take a long time to get to the hole. Therefore, it's going to break a little bit more than the uphill putt. Uphill putt, we're banging it through the brakes, taking less time to get to the hole. So to be fair to say that time influences break as well.
Quite a bit.
Yes.
Quite a bit. So that's a function of ball speed, like how fast are you hitting the putt, or how slow do you have to hit the putt on faster greens, yes?
You got it.
Okay, so we have amount of side tilt, green speeds, uphill, downhill, and there's one more variable that influences the break.
One more key ingredient is going to be the length of the putt. The shorter the putt, the less it breaks. The longer the putt, the more it breaks. It goes back to the whole timepiece. When you have a short putt, it doesn't take very long to get to the hole. And when you have a long putt, it takes a very long time to get to the hole. Therefore, it's going to break a little bit more.
Very good. So to help yourself make more putts, have fewer 3 putts, play with these green reading variables. Start to pay attention to what you're feeling in your feet. Take into consideration the speed of the green and uphill or downhill. And longer putts definitely play way more break than you think, because the error that we see most is people underread the greens more than anything else. So we hope this helps you on this Tuesday tip. Get out there, have fun playing golf, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time.